don't believe in doing it all in one day, especially when you are around people. There's just a lot of energy that is influencing you, not bad energy, but generally there's just a lot that is influencing you in that moment to put certain things that maybe might not be that important, or for you to miss out on certain things that you didn't pick up on or remember at that specific time, right? But if you go and you sit back at home and you go through what you really are having as a goal for the coming year, then you start to remember other things and start to place them onto the vision board. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mbali Khatewe and I am your host for Power Circle Conversations. Oh yes. So today I wanted to speak on the pressure to have a plan all in one moment. And I want to relieve some people of that pressure, if that's a sentence. Yeah, off of that pressure to try to get everything done right now, because even on like social media platforms there's a whole lot of plan for the year and what are the goals for the year, and there's not so much of that in the middle of the year, but there's so much of that right now. Like by December there's a lot of like vlogging and Christmas movements, and then in January it's like plan for the year and have a plan today and have your life sorted out in one moment. And I want to speak on that and say that there is no pressure to make sure that all of that is done in one day. Firstly, having a plan for your life and restructuring your life and deciding to do things different for yourself can happen at any moment. So when it starts for you in October, it doesn't mean it's the wrong time for you to get planning and you have to wait for January. If it happens for you in February, doesn't mean it's the wrong time and you're too late or too early or anything like that. Okay, anytime is the right time for you to get planning for your life and for you to decide to restructure the way you've been doing things for yourself. Okay, and then the second thing is that have a plan, yes, but I believe in, so in December, beginning of December, first weekend of December, I hosted my vision board workshop and started with my vision board then. But then by from that time to the middle of December, I was restructuring my vision board and adding things that were just as important to me the whole time, to just make it more and more vivid for me, more and more specific for me as I think about it after that specific day. And also, I don't believe in doing it all in one day, especially when you are around people. There's just a lot of energy that is influencing you, not bad energy, but generally there's just a lot that is influencing you in that moment to put certain things that maybe might not be that important, or for you to miss out on certain things that you didn't pick up on or remember at that specific time, right? But if you go and you sit back at home and you go through what you really are having as a goal for the coming year, then you start to remember other things and start to place them onto the vision board. So that's what I do. And then in January, so I don't work on my mood boards at that time, by the way. I don't work on my mood board at that time. I'm working on my vision board, my grander plan. January is when I start collecting data for what I'm going to be doing with my mood board, because I do my mood boards every 3 months, which means in December I already had one that I had worked on in like October, November, that it was including my December movement. So I had stuff that I was already planning on at that time, and those plans are continuing into January, right? I don't delete anything because the year has ended and another one has started, and I'm not putting myself under the pressure of right now supposed to be another new one. So don't do everything in one moment. Even when I write down my goals, so I will still go back and like write things down, and besides what I have on my mood board and what I have on my vision board, because I believe writing things down is very good for your memory. Okay, it's very good for your memory to actually get off of typing things out and put pen on paper it's really good for your memory, for you to remember what you were trying to do, and for the intention to actually come out, and for the clarity of what you are thinking. Okay, it's important to take out what's in your head and what's in your heart and put them down on paper for clarity and for you to have like more of a structure of what you're trying to do. So even if I'm writing down my goals, I will go through it for like a good 3 days, praying over it, thinking about it, working through it and understanding what I'm really trying to make sure I want to be achieving, and also trying to also get past the I'm being too much or too hard on myself, or this is too big for me, or this is too small for me, or so doing it all in one moment is too much pressure. You will overthink so many things. You might not want to do what, might not want to put on something that you actually need to put on, or might put yourself under so much pressure of thinking that this is not going to be realistic, right? So write it down so that you have that realistic plan, but give yourself some time to actually work on that writing down. So I'll start my list today and then think about it overnight and go back to it tomorrow and add some stuff that I want to put onto it, and then again on the third day. Sometimes 2 days is fine, sometimes one full day that I pondered over it is enough. But I'm just saying that the pressure to say everything must be done in one moment is not there, and it should not be there. Okay, so give yourself some time. Another thing that I believe in is that we need to allow ourselves space to grow. Okay, so we keep wanting to have this very serious structure and have it all in one day, in one moment, without allowing ourselves to have bad days and to have better days, to think about things and to rethink certain things. Remember that also throughout the year, you are learning new things about yourself and about your surroundings, and you are unlearning other things. So to try to put yourself under so much pressure to do one thing in one day is not working. I also believe in prayer, and I believe in listening to my answers to my prayers and listening to what's really being set on my heart, to actually work towards. And those things don't happen in one moment all the time. Okay, sometimes you need to like just give yourself some time to sit into it, to think about it, to just like ponder over it, and then come back and work on and write those things down, write those goals down that you want. Okay, so it's just, this video is just to release you from that pressure that because it is January, you need to make sure your vision board is ready. You need to make sure that your year planner is full for the whole year. I have stuff that are going on from, I put this up in December, so I have stuff for, okay, why is that? Okay, the December, I've got stuff for January, and Feb. I've got stuff for July. I've got stuff for November, October, and December. But it's not all full. It's not all full. There's still some stuff that needs to go on because I don't do every single thing in one day. I give myself a few weeks to finish off my vision board, and then I give myself some time to work on my planner, and then I give myself some time to work on the goals that I've written down that I need to make sure I'm reading every other day. It's supposed to be every day, but like, guys, life happens. So every other day I'll definitely go through it, but I'll also definitely go through it like on a Sunday when I'm planning for the coming week. So I'll go through that again. So that will be my written stuff. And then there will be the mood boards that I create that are my wallpaper on my phone that I do every 3 months. You can't do all of those things in one day. When are you growing? When are you pondering over what are you wanting and what are you working towards? When are you thinking about it? When are you praying about it? When are you listening to the answers to your prayers on that exact topic? If you're going to do it all in one moment. So give yourself grace. Understand January is not the be all end all whatever to do all your planning. Give yourself a Sunday, give yourself a month end, give yourself a 3 month end, and work towards it. Just make sure that you really do have goals that you really are working towards, and you're not forgetting about the fact that you need to create a plan and you need to create smaller bits of pieces of that grander plan that you're working towards. We get it? That's all that I'm trying to explain. I hope we understand what I'm trying to say. Remove the pressure. Remove the pressure. You don't need it. Not everything happens in one day. Yes? Yes. Alright, otherwise, thank you for coming and watching this video and coming to the end of it. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and share this video. Somebody needs to hear it. There's a lot of pressure going on in January. And yeah, I will see you in my next video.